You know, my favorite thing for a big bass that I think big bass eat anywhere in the country is a bluegill. I mean, it's just bluegills and crawdads, but I think big bass eat bluegills all the time. So I really try to imitate bluegills in most of my patterns. And again, I try to keep it real simple. I go with the green one with the black blade. I go, you know, I even have this one. This is like a green shad, has, you know, a little shad scale with some chartreuse. I have this one in a black blade and this hologram blade, and then I just have a straight white one. Those are the only 2 or 3 that you have to have in your box. I mean, really, if you wanted to keep it simple, you could have that white one and have the green one. And I've seen it where they're not even eating bluegill, they're eating shad, and they'll eat that green pumpkin one all the time. But one of the biggest keys is wherever you're throwing it in that grass is keeping that bait, the speed, just so it's knocking on that grass. Just like you're throwing a rattle trap. You're casting out there, you don't let it sink to the bottom and get it all clogged up in that grass. You want to wind it to where you're feeling it, you're ticking that grass, and then you're ripping it, ticking it, ripping it, and then all of a sudden, yep, there you got it. I mean, the bait is this is a Phenix Vibe Jig. That's the one that I prefer. It's like a chatter style bait. The reason I do like the Phenix is it comes with a stainless blade instead of a tin blade. It gives more vibration, holds up better. All the components on this bait is a lot better than other ones on the market. The paint, the skirt. This actually has a little bit softer hook than some that you find too. And I think that's actually a plus. The way I'll start out with the rigging. I think the biggest key to using a chatter style bait is the rod. And the rod that I use is another thing that helped me actually at the Cal Delta was on the slack tide. If I can find it here, I know I brought them. On the slack tide, I was having some problems actually hooking the fish. They were just coming up and knocking it. So what I ended up doing, I went to a trailer hook, but I didn't. The trailer hook that I found that works the best, if you have a standard trailer hook that you slide on, then you put the little surgical tubing on there, and the trailer hook is real free. Well, what happens with that, as soon as you cast it, lands on the water, that hook goes and catches your tail. So I went to this little Gamakatsu hook, and it's got kind of a solid plastic eye in it. I'll pass that around. And when you put that on there, it's stiff, and you can adjust it however you want. So a lot of time, I mean, now when it lands, it's not wrapping around and getting that tail all the time. And it actually helped me win that tournament. I caught some big fish that were just hooked on that bait. And that's, it's called a SP Trailer by Gamakatsu. This is a 2-aught. I think they make even a smaller one than that. I tried to get away with as small as I can just to get a little bit extra hook on that.
It's Mike Iaconelli. This is Bass U TV.
Here's what's awesome about Bass U TV.
You get the top instructors.
You will learn things at Bass U that you will learn nowhere else.
We take the mystery and the myths out of bass fishing.
Real tools that help you catch more fish consistently.
At Bass U TV, shoes are optional.
And I like turtles.
And that's why you want to check out Bass U TV.
Join the Bass U family.
Welcome to Bass U TV.